Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we dive deep into one of the most shocking twists to hit Beyond the Gates, the sudden and mysterious return of Clayton, the long-lost brother of Vanessa Dupree. After years of absence, Clayton has come back to Fairmont Crest, bringing with him not just family drama, but a dark and dangerous plan that could tear everything apart. His return isn't just a homecoming, it's a declaration of war. The sun sets over the sprawling grounds of Fairmont Crest, casting long shadows that hint at the darkness brewing beneath the surface. A new chapter begins for the Dupree family as a long-forgotten figure makes his dramatic return. Clayton, the estranged brother of Vanessa, arrives unexpectedly, shaking the very foundation of a family already teetering on the edge of collapse. His return is more than just a surprise, it is a storm on the horizon. Years ago, Clayton vanished from the lives of his family, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Vanessa, who has struggled with her own demons and the complexities of her family dynamics, never expected to see him again. The void left by Clayton's absence was something Vanessa had learned to live with, yet his presence now demands her full attention. Vanessa's life, for all its wealth and grandeur, is a delicate balancing act. She has spent years keeping the family secrets buried, ensuring that the public image of the Duprees remains intact. Yet, Clayton's sudden reappearance threatens to unearth these secrets and expose the lies they have built their empire upon. As Clayton steps onto the grounds of Fairmont Crest, his demeanor is calm, almost calculating. But beneath his controlled exterior lies a man with a deep-seated grudge, someone who has spent years plotting his return. His face is a mask of restraint, yet there's an undeniable hunger in his eyes. He knows the power that lies within the Dupree family, and he has come to claim what he believes is his. The tension between Vanessa and Clayton is palpable from the moment they lock eyes. Vanessa, though outwardly composed, feels the weight of years of unresolved conflict. The fact that he has returned after all this time is unsettling. She knows that Clayton's return is not a simple visit, it is a declaration of war. The family's history is littered with scandals, betrayals, and buried truths. Clayton knows things about the Dupree family that no one else does, secrets so dark that they could destroy everything. One such secret involves Doug, a man who had been pivotal in the family's rise to power. Clayton was there during the pivotal moments leading to Doug's death, and he knows exactly what happened. He is the key to unlocking the mystery of Doug's demise, a mystery that, if revealed, could shatter the already fragile Dupree legacy. As Clayton slowly reintegrates himself into the lives of those around him, he begins to strategically play his hand. He's not here just to reconnect with family, he's here to settle scores, to reclaim what he believes is his rightful place in the family. His presence is a catalyst for revealing the cracks in the Dupree empire, and as secrets begin to surface, so does the true nature of Clayton's intentions. With each passing day, Vanessa grows more anxious. The weight of her past mistakes, the lies she has told, and the fragile relationships she has built over the years begin to crumble. She fears the consequences of Clayton's return, but she knows that there's little she can do to stop him. He has already made his move. The other members of the family are equally on edge. Danny, once confident in her position within the family, begins to question her standing as Clayton subtly sows doubt in her mind. Bill, ever the opportunist, senses the shifting power dynamics and wonders if this is his chance to strike. Martin, meanwhile, has his own tangled past with Clayton, and he cannot shake the feeling that something more sinister is at play. Clayton's return signals the beginning of a new era for the Duprees, one where loyalty will be tested, alliances will shift, and secrets will finally come to light. The stage is set for a family drama that is destined to spiral into chaos. As the days unfold, the tension in Fairmont Crest grows unbearable. Vanessa, once the headstrong matriarch of the Dupree family, finds herself cornered by Clayton's calculated moves. The man she thought she knew is gone, replaced by someone far more dangerous. He is a master manipulator, using his knowledge of the family's darkest secrets to undermine her at every turn. He has studied her weaknesses and is now exploiting them with ruthless precision. Clayton is not here simply to claim a stake in the family's legacy. His return is the first part of a larger plan, one that is far more dangerous than anyone realizes. His knowledge of Doug's death is just the tip of the iceberg. He knows about other family scandals, betrayals, financial schemes, and the lengths Vanessa went to in order to protect her family's reputation. He has come to expose them all, one by one. Vanessa's mind races, trying to anticipate Clayton's next move. She knows that the longer he remains in Fairmont Crest, the more likely it is that the family's secrets will be revealed. She can feel the walls closing in, the pressure mounting with every conversation, every whispered exchange between family members. Dani, who has spent her life trying to fit into the Dupree family's world, begins to unravel. Clayton's presence exposes her own vulnerabilities, and the cracks in her carefully constructed facade begin to show. She's forced to confront her own role in the family's sordid past, and she can no longer ignore the truth about the choices she has made. Clayton's words cut deep, and she is unable to escape the truth he presents. Bill, ever the opportunist, seizes the moment to solidify his position. He sees the chaos unfolding around him as an opportunity to grab power. But in doing so, he makes a fatal mistake. His decision to align himself with Clayton, thinking he can control him, proves to be a disastrous move. Clayton has no intention of sharing power, he plans to take it all for himself. Meanwhile, Martin is caught in a precarious situation. His past with Clayton is clouded with resentment, and he fears that Clayton's return will expose his own dark secrets. The two men share a history that neither can escape, and Martin knows that any attempt to confront Clayton will only lead to more destruction. But as the days pass, Martin realizes that he has no choice but to act. He begins to form a plan of his own, but his motives are unclear. Is he trying to protect the family, or is he simply trying to save himself? The tension reaches its peak when Clayton finally reveals his true intentions. In a shocking moment, he unveils a plan that will change the course of the Dupree family's future forever. He has been orchestrating events behind the scenes, carefully positioning himself to take control of the family empire. His scheme is nothing short of brilliant, and it is set to destroy everything Vanessa has worked for. As Clayton lays his cards on the table, the Duprees are left in a state of shock. They have underestimated him at every turn, and now they are paying the price. The family, once united in their quest for power, is now divided. Alliances are broken, trust is shattered, and the future of Fairmont Crest is uncertain. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, leaving viewers wondering what Clayton's next move will be. Will he succeed in his plan to dismantle the Dupree family from within, or will Vanessa find a way to stop him before it's too late? The stage is set for a dramatic showdown that will change everything. As the dust begins to settle from the chaos Clayton's return has ignited, Vanessa finds herself standing at the crossroads of her past and present. Her once perfect life at Fairmont Crest, a fortress built on power and secrets, is beginning to crumble beneath the weight of truths she's fought so hard to bury. The return of Clayton isn't just a threat to her family, it's a personal vendetta, a reminder of the shadows of her past that have always lingered just out of sight. Clayton's arrival has forced Vanessa to confront every choice she's ever made. His cold, calculated demeanor has revealed the cracks in the facade she's so carefully constructed. In the back of her mind, Vanessa knows that her family can never be the same again. The truth about Doug's death, the lies that have kept the Dupree family united in the public eye, are slowly unraveling in front of her eyes. Clayton knows it all, and he's not afraid to expose it. The darkened halls of Fairmont Crest, once filled with laughter and grandiose parties, now feel suffocating, like the walls themselves are closing in. The relationships that once seemed invincible are beginning to fray. Dani, her daughter, once a key figure in the family's public image, finds herself slipping further into a world of manipulation and uncertainty. As Clayton expertly sows seeds of doubt, Dani's insecurities begin to take root. She's spent her entire life trying to win her place in the Dupree legacy, but with Clayton's return, she feels more like an outsider than ever before. Clayton's eyes are always on her, watching her every move, studying her weaknesses, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. His words, sharp as a knife, have cut deep into her psyche. She knows her position within the family is in jeopardy, but what can she do when the very foundation she's built her life on is now being threatened by someone who knows everything? The storm that Clayton has stirred up is not confined to Vanessa and Dani alone. Bill, the cunning businessman who has always been more interested in the power and influence the Dupree name provides than the actual family ties, begins to make his own moves. Seeing the cracks in the family's unity, Bill decides that this is the perfect moment to seize control. But his alliance with Clayton, who is more dangerous than he appears, proves to be his downfall. Bill's ambition blinds him, and he underestimates the true depth of Clayton's manipulation. The two men, both skilled in power games, now face off in a high-stakes battle for dominance. But Clayton's plan isn't just about gaining control, he wants to destroy everything the Duprees have worked for. He wants Vanessa to feel the full weight of her decisions, to experience the same betrayal and loss that she's inflicted on others in her quest for power. As Bill and Clayton's alliance begins to unravel, the family dynamic shifts once again. Martin, ever the protector of the family's darkest secrets, begins to grow suspicious of Clayton's intentions. His past with Clayton is full of unspoken tensions, a shared history of secrets and lies. Martin has long known that the Dupree family's empire isn't as solid as it seems, but the extent of Clayton's involvement in their downfall is something he never anticipated. There's something about Clayton's return that feels different. It's not just the power he wields or the secrets he holds, it's the way he manipulates every person around him. Martin realizes that the only way to protect his family, to preserve what's left of their legacy, is to confront Clayton directly. But confronting Clayton isn't just a matter of words, it's a battle of wills, a game of psychological warfare that could tear Martin apart. With every passing day, Clayton's grip on the family tightens. His influence spreads like wildfire, corrupting everything it touches. The once proud Dupree family, built on years of manipulation and control, is now on the brink of collapse. As secrets about Doug's death begin to emerge, the truth becomes more twisted and complicated than anyone could have imagined. The question isn't just who killed Doug, it's why. The pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. Clayton, whose motivations have remained shrouded in mystery, is not simply after vengeance for Doug's death. He's orchestrating a much bigger game, one that involves the future of the Dupree family, the legacy they've built, and the power that comes with it. Clayton knows that the only way to truly claim what he believes is his is to destroy everything Vanessa has worked so hard to protect. As the family grapples with the fallout from Clayton's manipulation, the characters are forced to confront the choices they've made and the consequences of those choices. Danny, who has always struggled with her identity within the Dupree family, finds herself at a crossroads. She's been playing Clayton's game for far too long, but now she must decide if she will continue to allow herself to be manipulated, or if she will fight back against the forces threatening to tear her apart. Vanessa, too, finds herself at a turning point. Her carefully constructed world is unraveling, and she is forced to confront the truth about her past, the lies she's told, and the relationships she's sacrificed along the way. The question is not whether she can salvage her family, it's whether she's willing to sacrifice everything to save it. But perhaps the biggest revelation of all comes from Clayton himself. As he stands in the shadows, watching the family he's targeted for years tear itself apart, he finally reveals the full extent of his plan. It isn't just about revenge. It's about dismantling the Dupree dynasty, piece by piece, and claiming the power that's always been rightfully his. In the final moments of the episode, Clayton delivers a bombshell that sends shockwaves through the family. The truth about Doug's death is revealed, and with it comes the realization that Clayton has been pulling the strings all along. What seemed like a simple quest for revenge was part of a larger, far more sinister plan to control the Dupree family's fate. As the family stands on the brink of destruction, the future of Fairmont Crest and the Dupree legacy hangs in the balance. The final question remains, can the family recover from the damage Clayton has done, or will his dangerous plan bring about their ultimate downfall?